Alright, what's up? I'm going to show you how to change all this stuff on this controller. I'm not going to show you how to take the screws out, because if I got to show you how to do that, then you don't need to be touching your controller. But on the back, you'll see there's 4 little set screw holes. Let me change this view. There's 4 of them. That's all there is. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're little bitty black screws. Make sure you get a magnet tip electronic screwdriver. Magnet tip. Alright. So once you got the screws out, you're going to take your fingers and you're going to compress. Heard the pop? I'm going to do that on both sides. See? Compress. Pop. Now the tricky part is, if you haven't ever took it apart before, there's going to be tabs all the way around and they're going to be kind of tight. So be careful with it. Take them off. And when you do, the next part is, before you just rip this off, these right here, be careful not to knock these off. If you do, it's aggravating. So compress them. Pop that over. Just like that. Take it off. This is what it's gonna look like. Just like this. You ain't gotta mess with nothing. There's no buttons, it's all shell. Now this right here is the cable that goes to this. So when you try to turn your controller on, it's gonna look like that. Shows you that it's on. Alright. So what you're gonna wanna do is, if it's having charging problems, you're gonna wanna change this, and you're gonna wanna change this. So what you do is you just pull tabs. Don't unplug this from this. Unplug it from here. Just pull it out. Little pull tab on the back. You can grab it if you want to. If you got big fingers like me, you can just pull it out. It connects right here on the side of the battery. Right there. A little slot. Now the first thing to do, because you're working on it, would be to take the power out. So grab the battery. Very simple. Right here. Little plug. Hold the controller. This back plate comes off, so be careful. And just pull it. And unplugs. So you take the battery out. Now this, all it is, move it away. Don't even mess with it no more. Alright, now this part. This here just simply lifts up. It just lifts up. And once you do that, and set this off to the side, you're going to have these little adhesive strips. Doesn't matter if you rip them, they're not going to do nothing. But once you do, you can take your finger and press forward, and you can grab this, pull it back. See, the adhesive strips are still on there. And you got 2 guide holes. There's no screws. Set that down to the side. This just sits there. It's recessed. Now if you can see it, but it's recessed. It just sets in there. So then you're going to take this. You're going to unscrew it. Like I said, make sure it's magnetic tip. Set it off to the side, and you ain't got to worry about misplacing what screws what, because these are silver, the ones in the controller are black. Set the screws to the side, take this, pull it out. Now this is the charging port. This is what you're going to be replacing. Now whenever you get on eBay and you type in PS4 charging ports, make sure it comes with the ribbon strip already installed. You can unplug it, but there's no need for it. And whenever you do, right here, see if I get it to focus. Come on, work with me. Well, I can't get it to focus, but right here, there's a part number. Mine says JDS011. That's what you're going to be looking for. It's not going to be that part number all the time. There are 4 different ones, but you're going to be looking for that one. They're all going to have different part numbers. And it's got to be right there where it says JDS011. Some of them have different part numbers, but that's the one you're going to be looking for. Some are green, some are blue. And then the battery, at the top, most of them are the same. I don't know if I get this to focus either. But if you look, come on, work with me. Anyway, if you look right here, it's the same color as the plastic. You'll see that it has a part number. Mine is LIP1522. That's the one you're going to want to order. Whatever numbers are matching, that's the ones you want to order. Now, you put it back together. Put this on first. Make sure the ribbon's attached. There's little guide holes, so it's dummy proof. It can only go on one way. Once it's in place, make sure your charging port, you know, is set where it needs to sit. Take your silver screws that you took out, not the black. And you're gonna want to put them back in. Just like that. And then you take this, remember I said it's recessed. Smooth side goes out. You just put it in there. Make sure it's kind of snug in place. Then this part, it's got guide holes. No wrong way to put it on. You can't mess it up. Sets down in there. And then this one side kind of looks like that. And the other side looks like this. Like I said, they made it to where you ain't gonna mess up. But you take it, you fit this side in. They got a little groove right here. You set it in that groove, push it down, it just clips, just like that. That's it. And then set this off to the side. Take your new battery that you got. You can't mess up on here either because the plug's got a little guide rail right there. That guide rail always goes to the outside. You take it, push it down, set it down. That's it. That's all you do. And then take this part. If you mess up on putting this in, or you think you messed up, hit your PS button. The light will come on or light won't come on. That's the easiest way. But to me, the way I remember is that these prongs, not the blue tab, but these prongs go toward the battery. And just slide that back in place. Make sure it's snug. It's all the way down. And just double check yourself. Hit that. Light will come on. Let you know that everything's plugged up right. Now, when you take it, you're not gonna slide it over these first. Because of the way it's recurves, you're gonna take it and put it on the bottom first. Kind of get it over the bottom. I'm knocking the battery out because it ain't got nothing to keep it in there. But you slide it over the bottom. Put it on there. Make sure everything's good. Make sure these little things here are slid into the bottom of it. You're gonna push it down. And when you push it down, it just snaps back together. That's it. And then you turn around. And be careful because that ribbon in there, sometimes it'll get all messed up or whatever, and you won't be able to put this screw back in. But once you snap it back together, you just put your 4 screws back in, turn it around, plug your charger in or whatever, and boom, there you go. You got a brand new working PlayStation 4 controller.